Where'd it go?
What was his name? What was his name for the head coach? What was his name?
Pardon? Who's home team?
Welcome back to Naval Station Mayport, Florida. As game number 2 today gets underway between the Army and the Navy. Navy taking a quick 2-0 lead over the Army thanks to a Danica Dale two-pointer to get things started for the Navy. Starting lineup for the Army, for the Army today. You got Allie Lehman at guard. Taylor Alton also a guard. Danita Adams a guard. Kiana D'Oliveira down low, and April Camardi the center for the Army. Here comes Lehman. She's going to bring it down the floor for the Army. Fires down low, off the glass that time by D'Oliveira. Rebound Navy. Bringing it back up the floor, going all the way. Laying it up nicely. From Niqua Bennett, the United States Navy, they take a 4-0 lead early on in this contest. Your starters today for Navy: Christy Ayers, point guard; Shamnequa Bennett, a forward; Danica Dale, a forward; Jen Schumacher, a guard; and then Ariel Thomas, a forward. That's your starting 5 for Navy. 4-0 lead early on in this contest. Glad you're with us wherever you are. Drive down the left side, shot no good on the layup that time. Up off the glass goes Christy Ayers. She's fouled in the act. 2 shots. That foul is by Allie Lehman of the Army. So Lehman picks up her first foul. And to the line, making the first shot, Christy Ayers. Just as the Army men jumped out to a 5-0 lead over Navy, the Navy women have jumped out to a 5-0 lead over the women. Second shot good, 6-0 Navy. Lehman's going to drive the left side. Goes over to Alton, 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound coming off the glass. Ayers, she'll go to the length of the floor, puts it up, it's good. And it's an 8-0 start for the United States Navy. Over on the right side is Adams, kicks it back out front to Lehman. Allie Lehman from Nineveh, Indiana, stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. All the way over to the right side. Lehman in the corner. 3-point attempt, no good. Down underneath is D'Oliveira. She gets tied up. And it's going to be Army ball. So Allie Lehman's going to take it out from underneath the basket. Kicks it out the right side, 3-point shot by Taylor Alton, it's good. The Fort Campbell connection. Lehman to Alton, count it, those are the first 3 points of the game for Army. Quick 3-point shot over on the far left side. And count it, it's good. That shot by Ariel Thomas.
Yeah, you go either team.
And so quick time out of the floor with an 11 11-3 score. Navy jumping out in front of the Army. This is women's basketball here in the 2019 Armed Forces Championships. We talked about Christy Ayers, one of the starters for the Navy. 5 years of service with the Navy. She's 33 years of age. Stationed in Bahrain, calls home Pearl City, Hawaii. Played for the All-Navy team in 2016, 2017. Then was on the All-Armed Forces team back in 2016. Played at Shelton State Community College for a couple of years, as well as St. Francis. That's over in Pennsylvania for a couple of years. That's all before coming into the United States Navy. Now she plays on the All-Navy team. There's the Fort Campbell connection. Lehman into Alton, then back to Lehman, who'll bring it down the floor. Back over to the left side to Adams, down low. They find Cromartie underneath. Cromartie drops it in. Nice pass down low that time by D'Oliveira. And Cromartie on the finish. 11-5 is the score. Skips it across right now to Schumacher. Schumacher's going to drive into the lane, lays up a left-hander, and she's fouled. So that foul is going to be by Taylor Alton. That's going to be her first foul. And that's going to send Schumacher to the line, who makes good on the first shot. Jen Schumacher from New York, stationed in the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Misses on the second shot. Army comes away with the rebound. Up the floor comes Lehman. Looks down low. Finds D'Oliveira, spins, lays it up, no good. Navy comes away with the rebound. Danica Dale brings it down. All the way, coast to coast, short little runner. Fade away on the right side. And she gets called on the foul. Had the push off with the shoulder that time. And she gets called with her first foul. Here comes Lehman, back down the other end for Army. Kicks it out in the left corner. Danica, Danita Adams. Out to Lehman. Lehman skips it out to Alton. Alton three-point attempt. It's good. She can hit that three-point shot.
We're still here. Let's go.
Down the floor. Navy looking underneath, up off the glass. Nicely done that time by Ariel Thomas. Counted for two, 14-8 is the score. Army whittling away at this lead by Navy. Over to the right side, Adams back out in front to D'Oliveira. D'Oliveira will drive right side, kicks it out to Adams. Three-point shot, no good. And she's fouled. Fouled in the act of shooting the three-pointer behind the arc, so she's going to come to the line and she's going to shoot three. So 3 shots from the line for Danita Adams. And foul that time was by Ariel Thomas. Her first, the team's 4th team foul. First free throw is good. Second free throw, a like-type manner. 14-10. And Danita Adams puts the third one up, makes it as well. 3 for 3 from the line is Adams. She got her three-point play the hard way. And narrows the lead to 3, 14-11. Navy out in front of Army here. 5:50 to play in the first quarter of this game. Christy Ayers drives down the left side, lays up a left-hander. No good. Whistle on the play. She'll shoot 2. That foul is going to go against Danita Adams. So Danita Adams picks up her first foul. And it's the 3rd team foul for Army in the act of shooting. So to the line goes Ayers. Takes the first shot, puts it through nicely. Christy Ayers from Pearl City, Hawaii. 5'7" guard. And makes good on her second shot as well. Lehman will bring it up right side, 16-11. Navy out in front of Army. Women's basketball. Skip pass across, deflected. Maintained nicely that time by Donita Adams. She gets help by D'Oliveira. Down low, deflected away by Danica Dale. And what a nice play by Dale in breaking that one up. I should remind you that the United States Navy is the defending champions in this tournament. Women's side, of course. Drive off the hoop. And a whistle on the play. They lost the 2016 championship to the United States Army. That was after a buzzer beater by Army to win that game 67-65. A great game. Possibly sticks into the mind of some of these players out there for Navy. That was a while ago. Lehman to the line, makes good on the first shot. And they trail by 4. Another attempt now by Allie Lehman.
Yeah, no. Good show.
Second shot, soft up, over the rim, drops through. 16-13 is the score.
Yeah, good.
Donica Dale down the right side. Finds Schumacher down the corner. She tries to get it out. Pass deflected out of bounds by the defender. So Schumacher. Navy will maintain possession. They'll inbound the ball from the sideline. Shamika Bennett looks down low. Finds her target in Ariel Thomas, who lays it in off the glass for 2. 18-13 is the score. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Allie Lehman out front. Dribbles to the left side, into traffic, out of bounds, off Lehman's hands, and turnover Army. And the whistle out in front. That looks like that's going to be on number 22. That's April Camardi. And as we have referred to Shamiqua Bennett by her name, first name, last name, she goes by her teammates by Mo Bennett. So as we talk about her, as this tournament ensues, that's our reference that we'll be going by in terms of Mo Bennett. Navy's ball top of the key right now, Christy Ayers. Jump shot right side. Schumacher up for the rebound. Army comes away with it, however. Down the right side. That's Jayla Harris, and a whistle on the play.
You're stopping my break, though.
Not for sure what that whistle was for. They want to take a look at the shot clock is what they wanted to do that time. So they blew the whistle as the Army was bringing it down the floor. So Army inbounds, drive down underneath. Nice dish off that time. Bellarue will make the shot, but got help that time as it's an 18-15 ball game. Moving towards the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Driving the lane, throwing up a shot. Coming away with the rebound is Danica Dale. Throwing up the shot that time was Thomas. So fouls on number 15. That's going to be Christy Ayers. Christy Ayers has her first foul. 14th foul for Navy. Each team with 14 fouls right now. Soft shot that time by Bellarue. Navy comes away with it. Shot no good. Up the floor, Christy Ayers. Drives in the lane, tries to kick it out. Shots deflected. Dale takes it away from Alton, drives down the baseline, lays it up off the glass. Shot's good. 20-15 is the score. Navy out in front of Army. Right side over to Harris. She'll hit the three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Army. Tie up underneath that time by Danica Dale. She'll come away with it. Navy just a little more aggressive right now. Schumacher down low. Has the entry pass put up by that time by Ariel Thomas, no good. Ayers will drive. Shot is no good as well. She dished it off. And trying to go up with it was Mo Bennett. So Bennett will go to the line. The foul was on April Cromartie. That's her second personal foul. 5th team foul for the Army. Bennett misses the first shot. Unlike the men's game where they found the rim was cold, especially from the charity stripe. Army's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Navy 5 for 7. Second shot's good. 21-15, 6-point lead by Navy right now. Jamaica Hoskins into the game for Navy. Down the right side comes Jayla Harris. Kicks it over to Danita Adams now. Adams back over to White. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Ayers. She'll bring it back down the floor for Navy. Goes over to the right side. Thomas, she'll dribble down the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Army, coming away with it is Ballaroo. Here comes Jayla Harris down the right side. She'll stop, hit a jumper near the free throw line. No good. Coming away with the rebound, Danica Dale.
Take the ball to the basket.
Passes back over to Ayers, who will set things up
Front.
for the blue and gold. Kicks it back out front to Hoskins. Over to the right side to Thomas. Over in the corner to Horn. Back out front to Hoskins. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hoskins drives over in the corner. Shot goes up. Foul on the play. Shot by Ayers in the far right corner, and a needless foul that time by Jayla Harris. On the three-point shot, she was racing the clock. And Harris just plain and simply tangled up her arm, sending Ayers to the line for 3. She makes good on the first one. She's got 7 points in this ball game. 5 for 5 from the line. Probably the last person you want to send to the line. Make that 6 for 6. And she's got one more coming. Misses on the last attempt, and it's a 23-15 ball game. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Navy leading Army 23-15. Over on the left side comes Jayla Harris. Kicks it back out to the center. Drive down the lane by White. Shot goes up, no good. Loose ball. Tapped around, Navy comes up with it. Airs down the right side. Goes across the lane, lays up a little spinner, no good. A rebound that time by Ballaroo. Gets it ahead right now to Harris. Harris goes down the right side. Drives across the lane. Lane's a little runner, no good. Fights for her own rebound, comes away with it. Kicks it back out front to Adams. Danica Adams up with it. 3-point attempt, no good. A rebound that time by Dale. So Chrissy Ayers will try to slow things down for Navy, moving down towards the 1 minute mark here. Right side to Hoskins. She's going to drive the lane. Attempts to lay it up. Nice block that time by Smith. And bodies go crashing to the floor. So that foul is going to be on Hoskins. And going to the line now will be Tia Ballaroo from Ozark, Alabama, 6'1" forward, stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. Valerie's shot is up, it's good. 23-16. Under 1 minute to play, 56.6 seconds on the game clock. Navy holding on to a 7-point lead right now. We saw Army yesterday give up a 17-point lead in the first half and go into the locker room 3 down after leading by 17. They came out of the locker room in good shape yesterday, did Army though, and took care of the Air Force women's team 88-72. Hubbard with the ball out front, kicks it over to Horn. Horn puts up the 3-point shot, no good. Rebound that time by Hoskins. She tries to put it up, Army comes away with it, running the length of the floor. The dish down low, nicely done that time. Falaru comes away with the points. It was Harris who brought it down the floor though. Out front is Hubbard. Tried to go up with it, and a whistle on the play. Foul's going to be on number 24 for the Army. That's Radiance Felton from Sicklerville, New Jersey, stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado. First shot by Hubbard goes up. Jabrinta Hunter, Hubbard. Good on the first one. And good on the second one. 25-18 is the score.
Come on, she's flashing in there. You got to get that ball in there.
Down along the baseline, drive in towards the hoop goes Falaru. She'll make good on it. 25-20. As time expires in the first quarter, Hubbard puts up a shot, but it's wide of the backboard. As the first quarter comes to an end, score stands Navy 25, Army 20. Taking a look at the numbers in the first quarter of the play, Navy shooting 37% from the floor. They're 7 for 19, while Army shooting 30%. They're 6 for 20. Both teams fairly hot at the free throw line. 6 for 7 is the Army, 86%, and 10 for 13 at the free throw line is the Navy. That's 77% today. Points in the paint, however, Navy's got 12 points in the paint compared to only 8 for Army. While Army has 7 points off the bench, Navy only has 2. Beyond that, most of the numbers are very, very similar. A lot of balanced scoring once again for the Navy today. Taking the lead is Christy Ayers. 6 for 7 from the free throw line, only 1 for 5 from the floor. She's got 8 points, 7 points for Ariel Thomas. And Danica Dale, 4 points, but she's got 7 rebounds. Those are your leaders right now in the first quarter for the United States Navy. For the Army, Tia Falaru, she's got 7 points, 4 rebounds in the first quarter. For Falaru, 6 points contributed by Taylor Alton. Alton is 2 for 3 behind the arc. That accounts for her 6 points. Those are your leaders for both teams as we get ready to start the second quarter of action. Will be Navy's ball. Second quarter underway, 25-20 is the score. Navy out in front of Army. Hubbard running the point. Pass stolen that time by Harris. She'll bring it down the left side. She'll go all the way to the hoop, puts up the shot, but fouled in the act.
Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate you.
And she's fouled by Jabrinta Hubbard, who's stationed in Rota, Spain at the Naval Hospital there. Calls home Las Vegas, Nevada. As you can tell, they come from all over the place. Both from hometowns and, of course, whatever their duty stations may be, to play for their respective All Army, All Navy, All Air Force, or All Marine Corps team. Shot was up and it was good by Jayla Harris on the first attempt. And second attempt is good as well. 3-point game, 25-22, Navy out in front. Hubbard brings it up the floor. Looks to the left side, she'll drive the lane. Little stop off the backboard, no good. Rebound that time by Falaru. Coming back down the other side, over to Harris. Harris looking for help. Kicks it out to White. Back over to the center. Three-point attempt that time by Harris. No good. Navy away with the rebound. Bringing it up the floor. It's going to be early. To Lena early. And a whistle on the play. That's going to go against Kiara White for the Army. And it'll be Navy's ball out of bounds on the other side. Into the game comes Jessica Montalvo for the Navy. Montalvo stationed at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina. Originally from Miami, Florida. Hubbard on the outside. Goes over to Montalvo in the corner. Down low to Hoskins. She'll drive. Puts up a baseline runner. No good. Rebound Army. Here comes Harris. Down the center. She loses control. No whistle on the play. Back to Harris. Back over to the corner. Three-point shot. It's up. It's good. Kiara White from the corner. Make it two. Just inside the line was her foot. So they're going to give her 2 points on that. So 25-24.
2 points, right? That was 2, right? Just making sure. I'm just gonna ask you this. Yeah.
Foul on the floor. That's going to go against Radiance Felton. And wholesale substitutions for the Navy. 5 out, 5 in. So complete change in personnel for the Navy out on the floor. Ariel Thomas in. Takes the inbound pass and puts it up, and a foul on the play. Two shots to the line for Danica Dale. That's going to be on Felton. And she's got 3 personal fouls. This Radiance Felton.
Yeah, she got 3.
(27-24). Shot being good. And Jayla Harris brings it down. Kicks it over to the right side of the key. Radiance Felton, good for 3. Hits it from the outside, just to the right side of the arc. Outside the arc, 27-27. We got a tie ball game. Brand new ball game for Army and Navy. Ayers to the right side, down low. She finds Dale, who puts up the shot and is fouled in the act. Block on the shot. Basket went in, so they will count the basket. And they'll shoot 1. A little controversy on whether or not the ball went through the hoop. Looked like it went through the hoop from this seat on the floor. And 2 out of 3 officials said, yes, it did go through the hoop. So count the basket. And run the score to 29-28 and send Danica Dale to the line. She puts up her shot, it's good. 30-27 the score right now, 7:57 to play here in the second quarter. Navy leading over Army, right side White. She puts up a 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Army, back off the glass. Nicely done by Tierra Falarou that time. Give her 2, 30-29. Army pulls within 1. Ayers down the left side. Drives left. Collision on the floor. And that's going to go against Army's Kiara White, number 23. And to the line will go Christy Ayers. Christy Ayers from Pearl City, Hawaii. Either Hubbard runs the point guard or Christy Ayers runs the point guard. When Navy makes their substitutions, as we saw in the last substitution, it was a wholesale substitution. 5 out, 5 in. Ayers rattles it around and rattles it through. Gets the shot. Christy Ayers on her second shot. Puts it through. So Ayers 8 for 9 from the free throw line today. 10 points so far in this game for Ayers.
Swing, swing. Attack it.
Kicks it out the left side. Harris is going to drive the lane, lays it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes off the foot of Kiana D'Oliveira. So it'll be Navy ball. Ayers will bring it up the floor. Out front goes to Mo Bennett. Bennett goes over on the right side to Dale. Dale, three-point attempt, it's good. She can play down under and she can play outside. Cans the three-pointer. Gives Navy a 35-29 lead. Driving on the inside that time goes D'Oliveira. Whistle on the play though. Foul looks like it's going to go against Bennett, Mo Bennett. Army will inbound the ball. Couldn't get it done. Taken away that time by Ayers. Gives off to Dale. Pass underneath. Rebound Dale. She gets it twice back up. No good the second time. Navy comes away with it. And the shot, soft jumper by Ariel Thomas. 3 for $1. They score on the third attempt. Pass down court. Goes off the hands that time of D'Oliveira as the Army tried to get a fast break going but couldn't handle the basketball. 37-29. Navy jumping out to an 8-point lead with 6:31 to go here in the second quarter. Christy Ayers, left side, over to Mo Bennett. Bennett's going to drive left. Little spin move, loses control of the ball, gets it back, kicks it out to the corner to Ayers. Shot no good. Rebound Navy. Out to Dale. All alone underneath, but unable to make the shot the easy way. Instead, she has to get it the hard way. That's Mo Bennett. Had to come back around, lay it up underneath the basket in order to get credit for the two. Missed the easy layup to begin with. Shot from the corner, way off the mark by D'Oliveira. Ball goes out of bounds. Looked like that hit the side of the backboard. Bottom line, it was nowhere close. Lehman back in the game. She will inbound the ball. And taken away by Danica Dale. Danica Dale steals the inbound pass from Lehman. Gives it off to Ayers, left side. Ayers puts up a shot, no good. And two players going for the ball. Whistle on the play. Down on the floor quickly goes Danita Adams. She jumps up, however. She's ready to go. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Timeout called by Army, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Taking a look at Taylor Alton. She's been in the service for a year. 6 foot, 28-year-old veterinarian stationed Fort Campbell, Kentucky, calls home Denver, Colorado. She started for 2 years at Michigan State, won the Big Ten title in her junior year. That was in 2011. And made her way to the NCAA Final Four, had a three-point shot and a slam dunk. Spent 2 seasons overseas playing professionally. Coming back into the Army, as I said, her military occupation, veterinarian. Layup attempt that time by Lehman, no good. And ball goes out of bounds, off the foot of Danica Dale. Lehman will inbound the ball underneath her own basket. Gets it into the corner, tied up quickly is Danita Adams. And a whistle on the play. That foul is going to be against Ariel Thomas.
Who's the foul on? Thank you.
So Army inbounds the ball. Back over to the corner to Adams. Three-point attempt, no good. Down the floor quickly comes Hoskins. She'll go all the way towards the hoop. Ball knocked out of bounds that time by Adams. Navy's ball.
Come down here, 11.
Alton ready to enter back the game. Dale from the outside. She hit on a three-pointer in her last attempt. Was long there. Coming away with it is White. Brings it back down the other side and loses it just as quick. Whistle on the play. Foul against Danita Adams that time. Into the games comes Taylor Alton.
11. Two shots.
So headed back down to this end of the floor comes Navy. And stepping up to the line, Christy Ayers. Misses on her first shot. Christy Ayers now 8 for 10 from the free throw line. She's got 10 points in this ball game. But the fact that she's been to the line this many times shows you how active she's been. She misses on the second shot as well. Rebound Navy. Alton comes up with the loose ball, looks down the court, finds Lehman. Lehman on the right side. Time for the Army to get something going. They trail by 10, 4:49 remaining in the second quarter. Over to Alton, back out on top. D'Oliveira stripped with the basketball, but not before she's fouled by Schumacher, Jen Schumacher. And she'll head to the line and shoot two. 10 team fouls for Navy. 13 team fouls for Army. And shots no good by Kiana D'Oliveira. Newport News, Virginia. Works with the Army recruiters in Baltimore, Maryland. D'Oliveira's next shot. It's no good either. Here comes Navy, down their end of the floor, stripped away, taken that time by White. She'll go the distance, passes off to Lehman. Lehman bounces it up, no good, and a foul on the play. It looks like that could go against Danica Dale. Getting ready to come into the contest is Anderson for the Army, as well as Wright for the Navy. So in comes Aquicia Anderson, stationed at Vicenza, Italy. Getting a breather comes Kiana D'Oliveira, out for the Army. Lehman good on her first attempt. Second attempt, soft shot, bounces around, bounces through, good as well. Ayers will bring it down. Not for sure they gave her the last point on the board. We shall see.
Oh, 32.
And a little soft jumper, a little fadeaway that time by Mo Bennett.
Thank you.
41-32 is the score. Drive across the lane that time. Soft jumper by Anderson, no good. Rebound Bennett. Gets it out to Ayers, who brings it up to court. Bennett guarded by Alton. She goes to the left side, dishes it off. Nice little attempt that time by Wright, but no good. Navy maintains possession, however. Hoskins has it. She's going to drive the lane, kicks it out to Ayers. Ayers steps inside the arc, but not before the shot clock expires. Whistle on the play. They're going to put 25 on the shot clock. Rightfully so.
How many points do you have for 15? You get a chance. Just curious. If he 1 for 1, he had
Ayers drives along the line. This is off Schumacher. She makes good. Nice setup that time by Christy Ayers. Jen Schumacher.
Just made that bucket. Who just made that bucket?
Schumacher made the basket.
Schumacher made it. 10.
Schumacher number 10.
10 on the bucket.
So Army will inbound the ball. That's going to be Taylor Alton. Bringing it in to Allie Lehman. Lehman up the court on the right side. Kicks over to Anderson now. Back out front to White. Shot back behind the key. It's going to roll around the rim. It's good. Call it for 3. Kiera White makes it a 43-35 ball game, 8-point lead by Navy now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Left corner driving across the lane, kicks back out to Ayers. Shot by Shoemaker, no good, and crashing in on the boards heavily comes Andrea Wright for the Navy. She's going to get called for the foul. So Wright called for the foul. That's going to be her first foul of the game. And it will send Tia Fellaroo to the line for the Army. Puts up the first shot. It's good. And Fellaroo right now with 10 points. 2 for 3 from the line. Second shot good as well. Pulls Army within 6. 2:33 remaining. 43-37. Navy out in front. Shamira Dago into the game for the Army. Ayers goes to the left side, blocked nicely by Alton. Puts up a 3-point shot, no good. Coming up with the rebound is Bennett. Over to Wright. Wright puts up a shot, no good. Rebound that time by Fellaroo. Down the right side, shot goes up, it's good. Kiera White, a 3-point shot. I think
Wrong side, guys. 40 to 43.
43 to 40. Navy leads by 3 is the score.
Right, but y'all.
Shot kicked out. No shot, I should say. Kicked out front. Time clock, shot clock down. 3-point attempt. It's good. Can it? By Christy Ayers from the right corner. 46 to 40 is the score. Navy out in front. 1:23 remaining in the second quarter. Other side, White puts it up, no good. Rebound that time by Fellaroo. Army maintains possession. Get a fresh shot clock. Alton with the ball, so drive across the lane, has it stripped. Turnover Army. And down the court comes Montalvo. She misses on the layup. Dago comes away with it, kicks it to the outside. Dago back, she'll drive the lane. Tries to pass underneath to Fellaroo, has it taken away, stolen. Bringing it down the other end is Bennett. 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Christy Ayers on the right side, guarded this time by Daigle. She'll drive to the right side. Between her legs, comes back in. Shot goes up, and she was met head on that time by Tierra Fellaroo. So Fellaroo called for the foul. That's going to be her first personal foul. 14 team fouls for the Army and 12 in this game for the Navy. And once again, back to the line goes Christy Ayers. She's 8 for 11 from the free throw line today. Make that 9 for 12. 47-40 is the score. 31.5 seconds remaining in the first half of this game. Ayers ready for the second shot, puts it up. It's good. 48-40. Navy with an 8-point lead. Over to the right side right now. That's White. White looking for a shot. There's your three-point attempt. Nothing but air that time by Anderson. No good. And it's Navy's ball with 14 seconds to play. And they'll take a timeout.
Who's that, 21?
So timeout called by Navy. 48-40 is the score. 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Into the game for Navy comes Ariel Thomas from Cincinnati, Ohio, stationed aboard the USS Gerald Ford. They just want to make good on this last possession. If they get headed to the locker room with a 10-point lead, naturally they take that. So let's see how they handle the final 14 seconds. Leading the way right now for Navy is Christy Ayers, point guard. She's hit a three-point shot. She's also 10 for 13 from the line. Here comes Navy. Down the floor. 8 seconds to go, over to Ayers. Ayers stops and travels. Slid her pivot foot on that one. Gets called. And with 4.8 seconds left, Army will have one more opportunity to narrow the gap. To White, right side, long shot, no good, comes up shy of the basket, and there's the horn to end the second quarter. As Navy will head to the locker room with a 48-40 lead over the Army. Ladies and gentlemen, your score at the half, the United States Navy leads the Army by the score of 48-40. Leading the way for the Navy during the first half today is Christy Ayers. 15 points for Ayers, 10 for 13 from the free throw line. 12 points in the contest. Already a double-double for Danica Dale. 12 points in the game and 10 rebounds for Dale. Those are your leaders for the Navy. Leading the way for the Army, Tia Felleroux, 11 points. She too has a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Following up with 8 points, Kiera White. Those are your leaders for the United States Army. Once again, your halftime score, Navy 48, Army 40. That's a look at the team numbers, the individual numbers. Let's take a quick look at the team numbers if we can. Navy shooting 39% from the floor. They're 14 for 36, while the Army at a cool 31.4%. They're 11 for 35. Not a great day behind the arc for either team. 3 for 9 is the Navy, while the Army is 5 for 14. 2 for 3 behind the arc is Taylor Alton. And 2 for 5 is Kiera White. That's where the three-point shots come from. At the line, a little bit different story. Free throw percentage today, 77% for the Navy, 86% for the Army. 17 for 22 is the United States Navy from Charity Stripe. And then the Army 13 for 15. No major difference except bench points for the Army. 24 points off the bench as they've substituted quite a bit here. And only 2 points off the bench so far today for the Navy. In terms of rebounds, Navy coming up in the first half, 27 rebounds compared to 24 rebounds for the Army. So that's where they look on the stats right now. We're going to take a timeout here. We come back. We'll be ready for the start of the second half in today's game. In the women's 2019 Armed Forces Basketball Championship, we're at the half. Navy leads Army 48-40. We're back in about 7 minutes to start the second half of this game. This is the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. Welcome back to Naval Station Mayport, Florida, as we get set for the start of the second half. In today's game, women's basketball between the Army and the Navy. Navy going into the locker room with a 48-40 lead over the Army. Navy yesterday beat the Marine Corps 86-58, while the Army beat the Air Force yesterday 88-72. So both teams today bringing a 1-0 tournament record into this game, and right now an 8-point lead by the United States Navy. Start of the second half. Same starting five for the Army. That's going to be Allie Lehman, Taylor Alton, Danita Adams, Kiana D'Oliveira, and April Cromartie. And for the Navy, out on the floor, Ariel Thomas, Christy Ayers is out there, Jen Schumacher, shot by Alton, 3-point shot, no good. Coming away with the rebound that time is Mo Bennett. And then rounding out the starting five in the second half, Jamaica Hoskins for the Navy. So Ayers with the ball. She's going to try to set things up. Over to Schumacher, left side, back out to Ayers, top of the key. Back to Schumacher, puts up a 3-point shot, rims in and out, no good. A rebound that time by Cromartie. Gives it off to Lehman. She'll bring it up on the left side. Pass down underneath, up off the glass. Nicely done that time by Kiana D'Oliveira. 48-42. Christy Ayers over to Schumacher, down in the corner. To Mo Bennett, back out to Schumacher, top of the key. She'll try to drive left, cut off by Lehman. Over on the right side, kicks out that time. 3-point shot by Ariel Thomas. It's good, count it. And whistle after the shot. And that foul is going to be on Kiana D'Oliveira. You got to get in her face, but the bottom line, you cannot overcommit on that 3-point attempt. 51-42. It was after the shot, however, and not involved with the shot. And she cans it from the left side this time, does Ayers. 54-42, 12-point lead, Navy. Right side shot goes up that time by D'Oliveira, no good. Rebound by Mo Bennett. Gives off to Ayers. Earlier today, the men from the Navy beat the Army 78-70, and right now, Navy's got the Army on the ropes again here as they lead by 12. Over to the right side now. Ariel Thomas back out the air. She puts up the 3-point shot. It's good. And just like that, Navy's jumped out to a 15-point lead, 57-42. Allie Lehman will bring it up and try to get things started for the Army. Over to Danita Adams. Danita Adams will drive the left side. Gets a pick, dishes it off to Cromartie, who hits the 9-footer. Lead cut to 13 right now. Navy take their time. Schumacher drives the left side, down the lane, gets by Alton and makes the shot. Taylor Alton on the defense that time. Could not cut off the shooter. D'Oliveira will take the drive up off the glass. Rebound that time by Ariel Thomas. Throws it ahead. Stop the shot, no good. Chasing her own rebound, but unable to get there. Goes Jamaica Hoskins. So out of bounds, off the shot, and Army will inbound the ball. Out of the game will come D'Oliveira. She'll take a break. Out on the floor goes Kiera White for the Army. Lehman brings it down the court. Over to White. Hands off, shot good that time by Danita Adams. Right side of the free throw line. Free throw line extended, 59-46. And a whistle away from the ball.
Hey! Come on!
Foul's going to go against April Camardi. That's going to be her third personal foul. Navy will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Comes into air. She's going to drive baseline right side, lays it up off the glass, puts it through. 61-46. Lead back to 15. Lehman down the floor. Looks to the left side. Gives it up. Adams finds Lehman in the corner. Lehman puts up the shot. It's good. Counted for two. Inside the arc. 61-48's the score. Christy Ayers, right side. Gives off to Mo Bennett. Bennett was looking down underneath that time for Ariel Thomas, but Thomas claiming she got pushed out of the way. Ball goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Army ball. She has a quick word with one of our officials coming back the other way. All good, all good. Here's Lehman, Allie Lehman. Will keep it, dribble it to the left side. Over to Alton. Alton has it stripped, out of bounds. Army maintains possession. Taylor Alton inbounds. Comes into Danita Adams. She'll drive the right side. Lays up a little runner, it's good. Off the glass. Nice drive that time by Danita Adams. 61-50, lead cut to 11. Christy Ayers back down left side. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter of this game. All the way over the right side to Hoskins. She's going to drive into the lane. Little spin move up off the glass, no good. Rebound Lehman, she'll bring it back down. 3-on-2 right now. Lehman off to the left side. Finds Alton in the corner. She hits it. 3-point shot by Taylor Alton. And the lead cut to 8. 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, the third quarter. Out front right now to Mo Bennett. Mo Bennett looks down the corner, finds Schumacher. Schumacher will drive through the lane. Passes off to Hoskins. Hoskins needs help. Back out to Bennett, back out to Hoskins. In the corner, 3-point shot, it's up, it's good. 64-40, 64-53. Allie Lehman. Point guard for the Army. Guarded by Schumacher now. Kicks it out to the left side to White. Finds Lehman back over in the left corner. Lehman guarded. In pass down low to Cromartie. Unable to convert is Cromartie. Rebound Navy. And Christy Ayers will bring it up. 11-point lead. 4 minutes. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mo Bennett over to the corner. 3-point shot goes up by Ariel Thomas. No good. Rebound Alton. Gets it outside to Lehman. Lehman attempts to run the floor. Has it knocked away. But coming up with it is Cromartie. And a whistle on the play. So Cromartie will go to the line. That foul is going to be on Jen Schumacher from the Navy. Schumacher picks up her second personal foul. And Cromartie's first shot is good. A couple of substitutions for the Army. Jayla Harris comes in. Alton comes out. Fallaroo waiting to come in as well. Cromartie's second shot, it's good. So April Cromartie, after hitting a couple of free throws, will come out of the game and into her place, Tia Fallaroo. 64-55, 9-point lead right now by the Navy. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, third quarter. Dale on the outside. She's hit a three-point, has confidence in that three-point shot, but instead she travels down low right into traffic, and she gets called for 3 seconds. Good defense by the Army, trapped her in the lane, and Navy turns it over. Out of the game comes Ariel Thomas. Into the game, Talina Early for the Navy. Here comes Harris. Jayla Harris dishes it off to Adams. Adams' shot no good. Tracking it down quickly, goes Early. Early making her presence felt. Forgive the pun, early in the contest. Outside, she'll bring it across the timeline. Dribble to the left side by Early. She's in a little bit of trouble. Tries to give it to Dale down in the corner. Dale trapped. Trapped in the corner is Dale, and they're going to call a timeout. So wisely done, if you will, by Navy. With Danica Dale absolutely no place to go. It's going to be a full timeout called by Navy. So as we take a look at some of these players, let's talk about Danica Dale.
You mean the last game?
Danica Dale, been in the Navy for 4.5 years. 28 years old. She's a logistics specialist from Naval Air Station in Point Mugu. Grew up in Fort Hood, Texas, and played her high school ball at Shoemaker High School. And played in the Big South Conference. So Danica Dale, she makes her presence known out on the court. Good underneath, particularly good underneath. You give her the shot from the outside, and you let her make that three-point shot, all of a sudden her confidence goes up, and you can look for her to take another three-point shot. So she plays with a lot of confidence, both underneath and outside. And right now, Danica Dale, 12 points in this game. The leader of the floor leader, though, that's Christy Ayers. She's got 23 points. 10 of those have come from the charity stripe. So Navy's ball, far corner. Gets it into Dale. Danica Dale steps back behind the arc. That's what we're talking about. Confidence sky high off the back of the rim. Rebound Army. Lehman will come away with it. She'll bring it up the floor, left side. And a collision down on the floor by Danica Dale. Talked about her. She was active offensively. Talked about her now. She's active defensively, but she gets called with the foul. And substitution into the game. The question was, were they going to inbound the ball before the substitution took place or not? Dale comes out of the game right now. She's got 3 personal fouls. So not 100% for sure what this stoppage is about. But our referees will confer. So the buzzer blew, no shot. Shot clock remains at 30. They recount the number of players on the floor. They got everything under control. And the ball comes into Allie Lehman. Over to Jayla Harris, back to Lehman right side. She tried to head up the right side of the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. Long shot that time by Kiara White. No good. Air ball coming up the right side is Hoskins. Hoskins all the way to the hoop. In and out it goes. Rebound that time by Danita Adams. She'll come up the left side. Gives it up to Jayla Harris. And Harris on the runner. No good. Navy controls the rebound. Christy Ayers. Back on the top. Takes the three-point shot. It's up. Front rim. No good. Off the hands that time of Hoskins and out of bounds. Army ball. 9-point lead by Navy right now. 1:58 to play in the third quarter. Lehman leading the charge for Army. Gives off to White. Left side. Gives off to Harris. Gives back off to Adams. Adams puts up a shot. Air ball. Lehman underneath has it. Kicks it back out to White. And whistle on the play. Turnover, Army. And Navy will inbound it. So double dribble was the call on that. Bottom line, turnover, Army. Navy back down on their half of the court. Alton waiting to come in. Left side. Shot is up by Wright. No good. Rebound, Army. Here comes Lehman. Dribbles up right side, lays it up nicely. And it's a 7-point game, 64-57. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Army trailing by 7. Ayers left side. Gets the ball screen. Gives it up to Mo Bennett. Bennett trying to look underneath. Can't find anyone down there. Instead goes to left corner. Shot clock down to 6. Shot is good that time by Talena early. Good for 2. 66-57. Here comes Army. Other end. Little runner straight down the lane. 2 shots, no good. You had the runner down the lane by Harris, and then the other shot by Felleroux. Neither one went. Navy comes away with the basketball. Under 20 seconds to go. Ayers on the right side. Guarded by Harris. Gets the ball screen, dribbles left, lays it up off the glass, is good. No whistle on the play. And as time expires, Jayla Harris launches a half-court shot shy of the basket as the third quarter comes to a close. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Navy 68, Army 57. So flurry right at the end by the United States Navy after the lead got cut to 7. Moves it back up quickly to 11. As I indicated to you earlier, these players come from all over the globe and their respective duty stations. We talked about Kiana De La Vieira, first lieutenant with 3 years of service in the Army. 27 years of age, she's a signal officer. And right now is working with the Baltimore Recruiting Company. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. And meanwhile, how about April Camardi? She's been in the Army for 12 years, Sergeant First Class. Works as a specialist with Signal Support System. She's a master resilience trainer as well. Resiliency becoming the name of the game for the total Army family. Stationed in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, calls home Garland, North Carolina. Went to high school at Union High School. So the timeout between the quarters comes to a close. We're ready to start to the fourth and final quarter with a 68-57 lead right now. Navy out in front of Army. Navy men victorious earlier today over Army. They're trying to make it 2 for 2 here. Early running the traffic. Drives to the right side. And she traveled with the ball. Turnover Navy. Here it comes. Lehman kicks it out to Alton. 3-point shot, right corner. Alton points back to Lehman. Says, I got you, Teamy, I got you. 68-60. Army cuts it to 3. Clear far and away. Taylor Alton's forte. It's the 3-point shot, wherever it comes from. Early out in front. She's going to run the offense. Guarded by Alton. Dribbles to her right side. Pull-up jumper. Up off the glass. A rebound comes away to Lehman. Lehman's going to bring it down the right side. Tried to scoot it ahead. Rebound shot goes up by Felleroux. No good. Navy comes away with the ball. Early kicks it ahead to Ayers. Left corner now to Hoskins. She'll drive in. Over to the outside. In and out. Shot by Ariel Thomas. No good. And they got a foul on the play. Shot was no good. That foul was going to be on Tia Falaru, number 20 for the Army. So Navy will inbound it. No foul during the act. Drive down the left side, that time by Ariel Thomas, and a foul called against Jayla Harris. So Jayla Harris picks up the foul for the Army. Shots up, no good. Army will bring it down. 69-60 the score. Shot from the outside by Lehman, no good. A rebound underneath by Adams. And they got a jump ball. Tie up underneath as Danita Adams went up for it. Army's ball. Lehman into Alton. Three-point attempt, no good. Hoskins comes away from it. Far side, she'll give it off to Ayers, who'll bring it up the court on the left side. Ayers out front to Mo Bennett now. Waiting to come in the game is Hubbard. Down underneath, nice feed pass that time to Hoskins by Mo Bennett. And it's 71-60. 8:10 remaining in this ball game. Pass down low, that time attempted for Falaru. And it goes off the body of Hoskins and out of bounds. So Army's possession. Take it out underneath their basket. And that's Jayla Harris. Calls home Madison, Alabama. Stationed at Fort Stewart. Gets it into Allie Lehman now. Lehman over to the left side to Adams. Left corner. Three-point shot. It's long. Attempted by Harris. Away with it comes Hubbard. She brings it down left side. Gets some help out front. Over to Hoskins. Back out to Mo Bennett. Bennett will direct the offense from the right side. Drives in across the lane. Little left-handed layup. No good. You got Adams coming away with the rebound. She'll bring it up the floor. Sets up just behind the arc, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Navy. That was Mo Bennett coming away with the carom. Hubbard with the ball across the timeline. She's going to look on the left side, dribble right. She's at the top of the key, gives over to Hoskins. Hoskins guarded by Lehman down in the corner to Bennett. And you got a foul on the floor. That goes against Jayla Harris. That's her third foul. Third foul on Jayla Harris. Allie Lehman's going to come out of the ball game. Into the game for the Army goes Kiera White. And it's 71-60 is the score with 7:05 remaining. So Navy's ball. Out in front, Tilenda Early. Drives to the right side, guarded by Alton. She'll stop. She hits the jumper inside the arc. But good play by Early, 73-60. Early makes her presence felt on the court offensively and defensively in a number of ways. Doesn't get the number of minutes perhaps that some of her teammates get. But nonetheless, she's got to be reckoned with when she's out there. Driving down towards the left side across the key that time was Jayla Harris, and she was fouled. She's fouled by Schumacher. So Army inbounds the ball, deep out, deep out. to Kiera White over to the left side to Adams. Down low, layup by Falaru that time, no good. Schumacher comes away with the board. Kicks it out to Hubbard. Hubbard comes up the left side now. Guarded by White. And she's trapped now, needs a little help. She gets it from Hoskins. Hoskins out the top of the key, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Alton, she'll go to the left side. Lays up a shot, it's good. Alton did everything she could do, but Hoskins bounces it off the glass and through the hoop. Left side, shots up by White, no good. Rebound Navy, down the floor comes Early. Up to Hubbard, back to Early, left corner. Back out front to Hubbard. Hubbard's gonna dribble right. Scored off of Taylor Alton her last time and tries to do so again this time. But this time was errant on the shot. Foul on the play though. And it's gonna be 2 shots. Foul was by Taylor Alton. Taylor Alton, 2 personal fouls in this game. And the first shot by Hubbard, good. Second shot by Hubbard, rolls around the rim and drops through. As Army calls a timeout. (77-60) is the score, 5:39 remaining. And it's going to be a full timeout by the Army. Hubbard coming in, making quite a difference for the Navy. Jabrenta Hubbard, by the way. 31 years of age. She is a general dentist stationed at Rota, Spain at the Naval Base. Went to Green Valley High School. That was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Left there in 2005 and played at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. UNC Charlotte just picked up a new football coach this year, former Austin Peay football coach Will Healy. So you talk North Carolina, you can talk UNC Wilmington, UNC Charlotte, UNC Greenboro. You can talk the Wolfpack at North Carolina State or the Tar Heels at Charlotte. Oh, by the way, don't forget those guys over in Durham. What are they called? The Duke Blue Devils, and then up at Wake Forest. You got the Demon Deacons. Bottom line, you got sports in the state of North Carolina. That's where Hubbard comes from. So 77-60, Navy out in front of the Army. 5:36 remaining in this ball game. Down low that time and tying up very quickly is Falaru. Now she's fouled. Fouled that time by Tilena Early. And Falaru will go to the free throw line. She's from Ozark, Alabama, stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. 6'1" forward for the Army. And makes good on her first shot. She's a refueler. That's her military occupation. Second job. Second shot, no good. Hubbard, right side, little layup attempt. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. They come the other way. Adams leading the charge. And she gets called for the offensive foul. Taken that time by Mo Bennett. So credit Bennett. She stood in the way, took the offensive charge, and did a good job.
20 White.
That looks like it's going to be a technical. Technical on Falaru. And headed to the line now goes Hubbard. Misses on the first opportunity. but makes the second one. So it's 78-61. Must have been something that was said. Can't exactly tell you what it was. But on that collision that took place underneath the basket.
Foul was on 12, I thought.
I know. Catch up. I'm not worried about size.
So it's going to be
I'm not worried about size.
Navy ball.
About here. I don't care. Catch up.
They'll bring it out on the far end of the court. They've got a 17-point lead right now, 78-61, 5:16 remaining in this ball game. And Jabrinta Hubbard will bring it up the floor. Guarded right now by Danita Adams. Cromartie playing defense on Mo Bennett. And Bennett loses the ball. But it goes off of Fallaroo. Navy retains possession. Bennett will inbound the ball into Hubbard. Back to Bennett. Bennett tied up in the corner. And Navy calls timeout. So it's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Navy. And while we're in this timeout, we'll tell you about Jamaica Hoskins, 27-year-old, a master at arms, works at the Naval Station in Norfolk. Signed to USS Harry Truman. Grew up in Aberdeen, Mississippi, went to Aberdeen High School. Was 2016 All-Navy silver medalist. And made the 2016 All-Armed Forces team, silver medalist there as well. And was a gold medalist for the Navy in 2017. Attended Southeastern Louisiana University. Played junior college ball. Averaged 14.9 points and 10 rebounds per contest. So Jamaica Hoskins, a master at arms. There's a master at arms out on the floor as well. Jen Schumacher loses the ball off the dribble. And turnover, Navy. Whistle on the floor. So that's going to be foul called against. 33, that's going to be Danica Dale. Let me take that back. Let's see who that foul was on. Yeah, that is right. Danica Dale. So Army's ball. Down the floor they come. Down low to Cromartie. Cromartie will spin, turn, blocked nicely that time. Nice play by Hoskins. Wow. Hoskins left side. Kicks out to Schumacher. Back to Hoskins, baseline drive, tries to put it up, blocked nicely by Fallaroo. And it goes out of bounds off of Hoskins. So looking for the ball to inbound is Jayla Harris. Down the right side comes Danita Adams. Cross the lane nicely that time goes D'Oliveira. And the putback underneath by Fallaroo. Makes it a 78-63 ball game. Left side, right side Hubbard. Gives it off. The stop, the shot up by Early. No good. Foul on the play. That foul's on D'Oliveira, Kiana D'Oliveira from the Army. Picks up her second personal foul. As Early hits the first and makes it 79-63. 16-point advantage with 4 minutes and 1 second remaining in this ball game for the United States Navy. Second shot's good, so here comes the Army. Back down the floor, Jayla Harris. Left side, kicks it over to Adams. Back out to Harris. Right side, D'Oliveira. Looks underneath, finds Cromartie. Cromartie drives baseline. starts to lose her balance, but whistle on the place as she drove. And the foul's called against Hoskins. Out of the game comes Hubbard. Into the game goes Ayers. Army will inbound the ball. Harris gets it in. Blocked nicely that time. Attempted shot by D'Oliveira. But there on the play was Hoskins. And a whistle on the play. That's going against D'Oliveira, her third foul for Kiana D'Oliveira. To the line will step Jamaica Hoskins. And she's good on the first attempt. 81-63 the score, 3:42 remaining in this ball game. And it's turned a little one-sided here deep into the contest. Second shot goes up by Hoskins. It's no good. Army comes away with it. Left side over to Adams. She'll drive baseline. Underneath the basket, lays it up, and it's good. Nice drive that time by Danita Adams. Gaithersburg, Maryland. Works for the Maryland Army National Guard. Hoskins holds the ball out in front, waits for her team to get set. She dribbles to the right side. Gives it up to Bennett. Bennett's going to drive the left side, lays it up off the glass. It's no good. Foul on the play. That's going to go against April Cromartie. April Cromartie called for the foul. It's going to be her fourth personal foul. And first shot by Mo Bennett, no good. And now the game comes Fallaroo, and into the contest comes Shamicia Smith for the Army. Into the game also, Montalvo. Jessica Montalvo comes in to replace Jamaica Hoskins for the Navy. Mo Bennett's next shot, rims in and out, no good. Rebound Navy. That was early on the rebound. Gives it up to Ayers out front. Under 3 minutes to play in this one. 81-65 is the score. Driving the left side, goes early, lays it up off the left hand, no good. There to take it off the glass as Mo Bennett kicks it back out to Camila Horn. Puts up the shot, no good, loose ball. Army comes away with it. Down the right side, laying it up nicely, going coast to coast, Kiana D'Oliveira. Makes good on the shot, 81-67, 2:28 remaining. Christy Ayers back up on the right side for Navy. Navy taking their time. They'll eat as much clock as they possibly can. Ayers gets a ball screen, drives the left side, lays it up. It's no good. Rebound that time by Jayla Harris. She not only rebounds, she'll bring it all the way down the floor. Kicks it out to Adams, left side. She tries to cut across the middle, but she's fouled from behind. So that foul is going to be on Christy Ayers. And to the line shooting two will go Danita Adams. Her first shot, it's up, it's good. Danita Adams now with 10 points in this ball game. 4 for 4 from the line. She's had a cool day from the floor though. 3 for 10 from the floor and 0 for 4 behind the arc. Set for the next shot, Danita Adams. It's up, it's good. So 81-69 is the score. 12-point lead right now by Navy. 1:58 to play in this ball game. Talena Early will bring it down on the right side. Guarded out front, but a little bit too much aggressiveness by Kiana D'Oliveira. And she gets called for the foul. That's her 4th personal foul for D'Oliveira. And to the line once again goes Talina Early. Hits the first shot, does Early. Made her presence felt in this ball game. She's 3 for 3 from the line right now. 2 for 5 from the floor with 7 points in this game. Off the bench. And good on the next shot as well. 83-69. Here comes Jayla Harris. Army running out of time. Right side, D'Oliveira. She'll pull up. Kicks it back out to Harris. Harris will drive left side, then turns to the right. Little spin move, lays it up off the glass. It's good, and a foul on the play. That foul is going to be on a blocking call. That's going to go against Jessica Montalvo. And that's going to send Jayla Harris to the line. Who makes good on it? 3-point play the hard way, and it's an 83-72 ball game. 1:36 remaining. Army's going to need to press, cause some turnovers, and make good off the turnovers if they possibly can. Nice play, just dribbling around pretty much everybody that time. Jabrinta Hubbard handled everything herself and made good on the layup. Drive that time down the right side by D'Oliveira. And a foul on the play. Shot was no good. The foul that time called against Christina Farmer. To the line goes Kiana D'Oliveira. The 5'10" forward from Newport News, Virginia, puts up the first shot. Rattles around, no good. D'Oliveira on the second shot now. With 1:10 remaining and her team trailing by 13. Misses that one as well. Rebound comes off to Shamicia Smith. Kicks it back out right now to Harris. She puts up the 3-point attempt, no good. Loose ball, and it's a jump ball. No jump ball, as a matter of fact. Got to push away, got to kick. So it's going to be of the ball, I should say. So it's going to be Army ball out underneath the basket. Inside to D'Oliveira, she'll drive, lays it up, makes it good. 85-74, 55.3 seconds remaining. Early will bring it down the floor. Early to the right side. Driving around D'Oliveira, and she's fouled on the play. So that foul is going to go against Kiana D'Oliveira, and that's going to be her 5th personal foul. She fouls out. Tried to do a lot today, did D'Oliveira. In fact, she did a lot for the Army team, but simply couldn't do it all. She leaves this game with 5 fouls, 7 points. 3 for 12 from the floor. 0 for 1 behind the line and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And that kind of typifies the day for Army, if you will. Army shooting 34% from the floor today. 7 for 25 behind the arc. They've had 9 turnovers. To the line early. Off on the right side. Taking that time by Cromartie. Gives off to Jayla Harris. Jayla Harris at the top of the key. Kicks it back out to White. White puts up a 3-point shot. It's good. 86-77. Right side by Montalvo. Passes it over to Hubbard. Hubbard's going to dribble around to the left side now. Hubbard double teamed. She is held up to keep from crashing to the floor. That time by Kiera White. She did all she could, as did Jayla Harris, to keep injury coming from the foul. So timeout called on the floor with 15 seconds left to go in this game in an 86-77 ball game. Navy, 9-point lead out in front of Army here in this women's game. Navy winners yesterday over the United States Marine Corps, 86-58. Navy leading Army today, 86-77. Navy back out tomorrow against the Air Force. Play the second game of the morning, roughly around, 12 o'clock noon. Jacksonville, Florida time. Right side, Farmer. She's going to make her way to the basket. Lays it up. Little defense on the play. She picks up her first 2 points, does Christina Farmer. Time winds down. Quick shot off the glass, that time by Cromartie, but not enough to make a difference in the outcome of this game, as Navy has beaten the Army by the score of 88-79. Ladies and gentlemen, your final score. United States Navy 88, United States Army 77. Make that 79, a shot at the end, good for 2 points. Final score once again, Navy 88, Army 79. Leading the way for the United States Navy today, Christy Ayers, 25 points for Ayers. She was 10 for 13 from the free throw line. Double-figure scores also today, 13 points by Ariel Thomas and 12 points on the day from Danica Dale. Double-double for Dale, 12 points, 10 rebounds today, leading the United States Navy. For the Army, 4 players in double figures. Tia Fallaroo, 14 points, double-double, 14 points, 13 rebounds, 12 points on the day for Taylor Alton, 4 for 7 behind the arc for Alton, and 11 points for Danita Adams, and 11 points also as well for Kiera White. Those are your leading scorers today. Once again, your final score. United States Navy 88, Army 77. 20 minutes from now, we'll be back with our third game of the day. It'll be a men's game, United States Air Force versus the United States Marine Corps. So that's the